Hello, Thrift Boss Babes. It is Sammy here. Let me adjust the light. Wants to blow me out. You guys, I'm so casual with you, so pardon me. There we go. That's much better. Okay. I still look a little blown out, but okay. Hi, guys. I have not been connected to the group for a while, so I'm grateful for a few minutes just to sit here and chat with you, talk to you, obviously about something that relates to selling and making money, but also just reconnect, because the last 2-3 weeks I have been spinning and I have not been giving our group enough attention, which is not good, but I'm always fully transparent about that because I feel it, I recognize it, and I have no doubt that you guys do as well. So expect to see a lot more of me in the group, because the truth is that our community works when we all contribute. Our community is a self-operating machine. And so my commitment is to lead by example. So I want you guys posting more, commenting more, sharing more. If you think that you're oversharing, you're not. That's the key, is to really, really utilize the group to make comments, posts, ask questions, and Facebook Lives like I am tonight. So a few of you, well, it was Anna Maria, which I will tag you, Anna Maria, are curious about how the resale business works when it comes to taking our pieces and selling them to places like Buffalo Exchange, Plato's Closet, Encore, Beacons is a chain here in New York City, and Crossroads. Those are the main ones. There's definitely other ones which exist around the country, but they're more private, personal places. Ooh, sorry guys. I just hit my coffee table. And if you guys are jumping in, I want to hear from you live, so please say hi. So this is something I've done this many times over the years. It's funny because a lot of people tell me, like, look, you can make more money, like, you have to wait in line, like, they don't take my stuff. And yes, all of that is true. But there's reasons why you would want to utilize these avenues, and I want to talk you through them. So the truth is that pretty much every single resale store gives you about 30% of the resale value in cash and 50% in credit. So 30% in cash is not a whole lot. 50% in credit can actually be pretty good if you want to get something new for yourself, want to buy a gift, or you want to buy something, buy, again, on credit from the store that you're like, okay, it's $30 credit, I'm pretty sure I can sell this for $90. If you can strategize that way, it's awesome, because you'll just make more money by buying something with credit, so it's like free, and then you'll make, the credit, quote unquote, and then cash. So, but when it comes to the actual cash, right, most people just want to make cash. We're all like, we're busy, we don't want to be buying things and reselling them, but I do know some people here at Thrift Boss Babes have done that. If you just want the cash, 30%, I get it, it's not a lot. It's not a lot, but here's the deal. Okay? There's a few reasons why you would want to use these resale stores. So number one, let's just talk about if you are a professional reseller, as in you're part-time to full-time. You know how long you've had things in your store. Sometimes they just don't sell. Yes, you want to keep them because you're like, what if the trend comes back? The right buyer comes along? Of course. But sometimes you just got to be out with the old, in with the new. Usually the cash amount that Buffalo pays me, if I bought that piece from a Salvation Army, it's usually the same cost that I bought it at a Salvation Army or a Goodwill, whatever. Typically, or like $2 or $3 more. So I make $2 or $3 more, right? So let's say you have a collection of 50 pieces, and hypothetically, you've just had this collection the whole year, which I don't suggest. You should always be adding to your collection. But let's say after 12 months, you're like, look, 10 of these they've had very little views. I've relisted them. I've reshot them. For whatever reason, they're just not selling. I would try selling them at a resale store. Honestly, just get some sort of money back. I'm a spiritual person. So reason number two, I do believe that when you are letting go of things and you're not being greedy and holding on to it, then all of a sudden it's like, if you're in this to win it, you're gonna make money elsewhere. Like all of a sudden you'll make your $50 at Buffalo or Beacons or Plato's, and then you'll sell something in your shop, and it's like, just because you started to let things go, the energy of the universe is like, oh, she wants to let things go. Well, we're gonna help her let things go, or him. So I really firmly believe that. So The other reason, I'm on to number 3. Okay, the other reason, you cannot sell everything. You can't sell everything. Please, okay. Yes, there are Poshmarkers that sell like the most basic shit, but every seller cannot sell a black Madewell shirt or a J. Crew professional dress, right? You just can't. Like, you're just not going to sell it. Other people will, right? But you won't, right? So if you're trying out new designs and new labels or whatever, and we spoke to Alex about this. Alex talked about how she's just like, yeah, some things I just realized I can't sell. I try because I see what other people are doing. Like, she copies other people, and I love that she was so transparent about that. But then she realizes they don't sell. So you have these things. You have these 5 J. Crew dresses. You're just not going to sell them. So be okay with letting them go and getting some money back, if at the bare minimum getting your money back that you invested into those garments. Number 4, for those of us who get things for $1 or less, it has to be $1 or less. So myself, I go to the Goodwill outlet. I haven't gone recently. I really need to go. Things are about $3 for $1. 3 things for $1 when it comes down to the weight. So like, this is like nothing. So I could get like 3 of these or 4 of these for $1. You can get some really cool things at the Goodwill outlet, and again, basics and labels and things like that. So let's say I spend $30 at the Goodwill outlet. That's a lot of freaking clothes, okay? I don't know. Let's just say that's like, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. Let's just say it's not 90 items, right? Because that's what 3 to $1, then times 30 would be. Let's do 50 items. If I get 50 items for $30 from the Goodwill outlet, okay? Trisha, see, there you go. Trisha's like admitting that she's trying to sell things that other people can. Like, I'm totally digressing, but I see these Poshmarkers and I'm like, you're selling that? Like, that's so basic. But again, like, they found their lane. Like, that's what works for them. But the truth is, you have to experiment. And I think that so many people, they give up on this business or they fail this business because they're not willing to experiment. You do have to, quote unquote, lose money to spend money. But that's why resale shops come in and help you recoup your initial investment. But let's go back to the Goodwill outlet. So, or an estate sale, or your friends are cleaning out their closet, or your mom has a bunch of stuff, or your neighbor has a bunch of stuff, whatever. If you're just, people give reseller clothes, okay? Please comment below if when people figure out you're a reseller, you get phone calls, because I know I do all the time. Even when I wasn't selling, people were calling me. I was like, you guys don't understand, I'm not selling. Like, I don't sell. Now I do, but like for a few years, I really like could care less about it. So at the outlet, let's say you get 50 items for $30. And you're buying, again, you have to buy for your stores. So I'm going to back up a little bit. You need to know what your stores want. I go in and I see the labels and I see, you know, what's working, what's not. So Dallas will be different than LA, which will be different than Chicago, which will be different than Austin, which will be different than New York, which will be different than Boston, Philly, blah, blah. So I know they want. But let's, like, think about it. Goodwill outlet, super cheap. Your friend's closet, free. Your mom's closet, free. Your neighbor's closet, free. From those 30 items, I'll probably sell, or I'm sorry, from those 50 items, I'll probably sell like 20 if I'm really good, which I've gotten really good. The average cash value I get is $7. So that is $140. That's not bad. My initial investment was 30, 140, that's 110. Is it time? Yes. The strategy is always building things into other things, right? So for example, you go to the Goodwill outlet, you might find a couple of dresses that you know you can sell in your shop, right? But then you get stuff for the resale shops. Every dollar counts, guys. Every dollar counts. It's unbelievable if you really add up from multiple income streams how much you can make per month with resale. It might not all come from one. It's definitely not going to all come from one avenue. That's the other big thing that people have to realize. So I will buy something from the Goodwill outlet. It will cost me 30 cents, 50 cents. They'll sell it for 21 and I'll get $7. Do you realize the percentage increase, the markup? That's huge. That's 600% almost. It's more than 600%, technically. It's huge. So It's absolutely a business model. It's absolutely, if you really wanted, you could go to the Goodwill outlet every day and quote unquote, if you make those margins, you're going to make $110 for maybe 3 to 4 hours of work, right? But then you have to take it to the store too. So it's like, it's more time. So time is money. But again, this is all part of the process of being a reseller. So today I didn't do very well. I will be honest, but here's the thing. So I made $37 today. People complain about these resale shops because they get rejected. The truth is sometimes you got to keep your stuff and bring it back again. I'm telling you, it comes down to the associate, whether that associate's new, whether they like you. Like I'm telling you, if the associate likes me, I sell everything. Like not everything, but a lot more. It comes down to the season. It comes down to how tired they are, how many people were in line that day, like if they're just like getting a lot of inventory, how much inventory is in the store currently. So when I try to go, I went to Buffalo on like the busiest day, so I really should go on Tuesday because there's less people, it's easy, whatever, it's a different vibe. So I'm going back on Tuesday with the stuff that didn't sell, and I'm going to try it again. And why am I doing this? Because I've done it before. I have kept things and said, no, I know you're going to take it, and I brought it back and they have bought it. Like a month later, 2 months later, whatever. So some things then I kind of decide, okay, I know that this has to go to Goodwill. Like it's just not going to sell. So Buffalo is different than Crossroads, different than Plato's, different than Encore, different than Beacons. Beacons is like an all vintage one. If you guys ever come to New York, don't bring clothes, bring clothes to sell. Because you will do really, if you're a vintage seller and you've got stuff that you need to move, Beacons will take it, and they actually give 35% of the resale value there. So the truth is that some of these things that I didn't sell today are going to be better for Crossroads. So Buffalo is a little bit more high-end designer and vintage and quirky. Crossroads is like, they'll take Zara, they'll take H&M, they'll take J. Crew, they'll take Banana Republic. They won't sell it for much. They might sell it for $15 and I get 5 or less than that, but I don't care, right? I don't care because I'm just trying to get some money back. So it's really all about, how do I say this? Is deciding why you're going to use those resale shops. For me, at my stage, I only want to sell things that I really believe should get top dollar. I don't really want to try to sell anything that's low dollar. I would rather make quick cash that Uncle Sam doesn't see. So I'm talking maybe another $200 a month, which is not much, but I'm very part-time. With these resale shops of things that I find along the way. I will buy things from Salvation Army that I'm like, this is $1. Like I know that I can get 7. Like this is one of those t-shirts. I know, and if not, I've lost $1. It's fine. But usually it works. And then also cleaning out your closet. But then also think about the more that you declare yourself as a reseller, people give you stuff. You can't sell all of it to your audience, but you can sell it to the resale shops. So guys, I'm going to finish on this note, and I know there's going to be more questions, and Anna Maria, I'm going to tag you. I feel like you might have more questions, like you want to ask some specific stuff. But here's the deal. You don't have to live in a city where these stores are. You can actually sell via mail. I don't think it's as effective, but I have known people who have done it. So Buffalo Exchange does it, Crossroads does it. I'm going to guess that Plato's does it. I haven't looked at it. I'm going to link at some point in the group tonight, those links. And I want you guys to kind of think of this as like, how can I clean out my inventory? And I'm telling you, it's spiritual. It is so spiritual. When you let go of things, it's like, again, the universe isn't going to help you to let go of things if you're not letting go of things yourself. Like, it's like you have to give the universe what you want. So when you're like, hey, Buffalo Crossroads, here are my things, like take them, and they take a few things, the universe is like, oh, you actually want to let go of things. How about that? Well, we're going to send 4 buyers your way. Like, it's crazy. So to give is to get. So I sold a number of things today. I sold Joe Fresh denim. I sold Flying Monkey denim. I sold BCBG heels. BCBG's like whatever. I sold a vintage hat. And I feel like I sold one more thing and I'm not quite sure. Buffalo loves my vintage. So if you guys want to send vintage to Buffalo via the mail, do it. They'll buy it. I'm trying to think of what else works. Buffalo, definitely high end. And Plato's Plato's and Crossroads, your fast fashion. It's unbelievable, especially if it's new with tags. So I bought Forever 21 new with tags, H&M new with tags. Like, they love that. Banana Republic new with tags. So I've got a bunch of stuff over here I was going to show you, but I'm going back on Tuesday. I'm going to go to Crossroads, and I'm going to go to Buffalo just to see what else I can get. And I'm bringing more stuff. I'm helping a friend clean out her closet. So we're just splitting it 50-50. It's not that much, I'm not going to lie, but like, you know, I'm learning more about the industry, and I'm making it work in my schedule. So that's the other thing, you guys. You got to make it work in your schedule. But by selling it via mail, it's awesome. And you can get it back if you want. There's a small charge. So I know Buffalo will like charge you $5 just for them to ship it back to you. Okay, guys, I hope this helped. I'm going to tag Anna Maria in the comments, and I will check back in with you soon. You're going to be hearing from me way too much. You're going to get very annoyed. Been a crazy last few weeks, but I'm so back to being committed. And you guys are amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, Thrift Boss babes. All right, ciao for now.